Well, hey folks, Real Honesty with John Ritlin. I'm John Ritlin. It's my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's New Japan Cup Day 9, where we have the finals. We had 7 matches before that. Well, yeah, actually 7 matches and a ton of good storytelling in a few of them, but oh, that main event, and I will get to it in just a bit. So, I do have some notes here, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed my New Japan Cup reviews so far and all my New Japan reviews and any other reviews and videos that I've done. I really do appreciate your support. As of this recording, I'm near 84,000 views, total views, and I just want to thank everybody for supporting my channel the last 3 years. It really means a lot. So, Kevin Kelly and Don Callis on commentary. Juice Robinson actually joined for commentary for the main event. Since him and Tanahashi, hey, they may either team up, may possibly feud at some point. I don't know, but it would be kind of fun. So, we had the Young Lions, Shota Umino and Yagi. It was okay, chops for days. Good Boston Crab usage. Shota Umino got a tap out win by using the Boston Crab. Certainly no complaints. Both guys are really improving, hitting some really great drop kicks. Especially Yagi. Yagi hit a really good drop kick during this. Good stuff. I mean, no complaints. You know, fine opening match and a good way for the Young Lions to gain more experience. Oka and Tachi. I mean, Tachi won easily. Oka is improving, clearly, but there was no doubt that Tachi was going to get the win. He did. No Miho. I am disappointed. And then Takahashi, Tongaloa, and Bad Luck Fale versus Makabe, Hanare, and Michael Elgin. Can't really stand Michael Elgin. Said that before. Let's move on. I think Hanare is going to be great. It might take a few years, but he's going to be great. Going to be a big star for New Japan. Makabe super over. Good pace, really. Action, of course, went to the outside at one point. Bad Luck Fale chiming in a little bit, you know, talking to the commentators, how he hates when the action goes outside. I mean, that probably makes sense given the fact that he was recently counted out facing Tanahashi in the New Japan Cup, tournament. And Tongaloa pinned Hanare. I mean, Hanare seems to be the fall guy for a lot of, unless there's a young lion here in one of these, Hanare seems to be the fall guy here. So, then we go to Killer Elite Squad. And so Killer Elite Squad versus Tomohiro Ishii and Yano. Yano being Yano. Ishii just wanting to destroy everybody. Not a fan of Archer doing the water spitting thing. I really don't care for that. I really, quite frankly, hate it. I get being a heel. I just don't think it's very good that he's doing this. Killer Elite Squad gets the win. Davey Boy Smith Jr. certainly impressive, much like his dad. Great athlete, very impressive. I just don't care for Archer. Archer's really on the downside of his career at this point. He just turned 41 recently. I don't know how many years he's got left in the business, but whatever. They make an interesting team, but an odd team. But Davey Boy Smith Jr. is clearly the star here. I think they're just putting Archer in the team because they creatively don't have much for him. And honest to God, I don't think Archer can really carry a long singles match on his own anymore. But whatever. Killer Elite Squad get the win. Okay, whatever. And then, of course, you had Juice and David Finlay versus Goto and Yoshihashi. And this was an interesting one. It was an interesting tag match, good tag match with both good teams, both good chemistry. Great series of back and forth. Finlay looked good in it. So did Juice, so Goto, so did Yoshihashi. Juice pinned Goto. Pinned the never openweight champion. Possible feud building up here. I'm all for it. Honestly, I'm all for this. I think this will be a tremendous feud if they decide to go this route. I don't know if that's gonna happen at Genesis on April 1st, 12 days from now. Well, 13, well, no, 12, actually technically 11 days now, given when I'm recording this, which is fine. I'm actually all for it. I think it will be a great feud. And let's see what happens. It's certainly going to be a very interesting feud to decide to go that way. I don't know if Juice is going to beat Goto, considering that Goto beat Suzuki, aka the Murder Grandpa, and shockingly managed to live to tell about it at Wrestle Kingdom 12. But Juice certainly could give Goto a really good run for his money, and hey, I believe the commentators mentioned that he pinned him in a previous 6-man tag at some point sometime last year. So, and again, stuff runs together for me, even stuff that I've watched before I started reviewing this stuff live. But Juice pinning Goto, It could lead to a really nice feud, even a short feud, and it will certainly help both men, especially Juice, who continues to be super over with the crowd. And then we go to Hiromu, Bushi, Sonata, and Naito, LIJ, versus Suzuki-gun, Suzuki, El Desperado, Kanemaru, and Iizuka, aka Master Roshi on steroids. Maybe not on steroids necessarily, but just a buffed up version of Master Roshi. This was a decent one. It was, of course, these two big factions going to war and everything. Lots of talent here. Action outside immediately. Suzuki just hating entrance ramps, hating Naito, hating chairs, hating everything. Anything that moves, basically. It was great. The murder grandpa was alive and angry and pretty much kicking anything that was alive and chopping anything. And when the murder grandpa smiles, you run. You run. You do not stop running. You don't even stop running when you get to the airport. Frightening. The guy is frightening. The guy is 50 years old, or going to be 50 years old this year, and the guy is frightening. The guy's just as good as he's been for a number of years. Iizuka taps to Sonata. This was probably the best of the tag matches that they had all show. And the Juice tapping out, or beating Goto rather, actually probably was about the second best one. But given the fact that they were mashing up a whole bunch of people into this was the best they could do. And so you had more building between Suzuki and Naito, which I really enjoyed. I cannot wait for that. I hope that that's going to happen on April 1st, as that's looking to be a really, really packed show. And Strong Style Evolved, of course, which I will review when I can. It's at the time it's going to be recorded. If I can't watch it before Monday, I may not be able to watch it till Tuesday. But hopefully I can watch that. That is going to be the next New Japan show, of course. And for those who are going to be able to watch it there outside the U.S., kudos to you guys. I'm really happy for you. So you had, a backstage brawl. Like, sort of backstage. I mean, it was like getting into a backstage area, but Suzuki and Naito continued to brawl, where Suzuki put a chair over Naito's throat and just kept hitting him, because that's what Suzuki does. So, Hiromu and Bushi are facing off against Kanemaru and El Desperado, standing, like a whole thing where they're playing off what happened at the 46th anniversary show that New Japan did just about 2 weeks ago, and a Roppongi 3K attack. And it was pretty much the same as what happened a few days ago when they did something like this. Roppongi 3K looked really, really focused, not doing so much comedic stuff since Rocky Romero was not there. And good stuff. Can't wait to see this rematch between these three teams. And then we go to Ibushi and Owens versus Okada and Chuck E.T. Decent. It was short. I mean, I think with entrances, I think even actually without entrances, this was 10 minutes, maybe 11 at the most, which is about what you would need for a tag match like this. Ibushi and Okada start off. That was actually the best part of it. Sorry, I just don't like Chuck E.T. And Okada at one point hitting a dropkick or I think a splash off the top rope onto Ibushi, and was like, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. That's what he said. Okada is amazing and weird at the same time. I don't know necessarily what Okada is, besides one of, if not the best wrestler in the world. But that was amazingly hilarious. I was trying not to laugh too loud because I didn't want to wake my neighbors up. Owens taps to Okada, and that's where we come to the main event. Oh, sweet Jesus, this main event. This, to me, it wasn't as good as Tanahashi and Suzuki from New Day and Sapporo Day 2, which, by the way, I did a review of that, so feel free to check that out. This wasn't quite as good, but it was kind of close. Really, really had such a big fight feel to it. Some great exchanges. I mean, Tanahashi, you would have thought actually was going to win here. I mean, I think a lot of people felt that Zack Sabre Jr. would win. And I understand why they went with him, but boy, they made it seem like Tanahashi was going to get the win. He just wouldn't quit despite the arm injury, scar tissue in his bicep, despite the knee issues, despite the fact that really he shouldn't probably be doing a ton of the high-flying moves that he's doing anymore. Because he's 41 and broken down, and that's not knocking Tanahashi. Tanahashi is a tremendous wrestler. and also still really one of the best there, but he's also beat up, and if he doesn't really take care of himself a little better, he's probably not going to have a career much past 2020. And we're getting to where we're actually, about a quarter of the way through 2018. I'm worried that Tanahashi may not even make it to 2019. He keeps wrestling like this, but hey, it's his career, it's his life, whatever. He went all out here. Zack Sabre Jr., of course, got the win. I mean, boys, so good, just so good. This match was so damn good. I can't do it justice. You guys got it. You guys got to watch this. If you watch nothing else on this show, well, I mean, after my review, if you watch nothing else on this particular day 9 event, at least check out Sabre Jr. versus Tanahashi. It was tremendous. And Sabre Jr. This is probably the best match I've seen him have on a big stage like this in a while. Because Sabre Jr. is a tremendous talent. I mean, great talent from all over, wrestling all over the world. But I'm saying, like, as far as, like, big stakes and everything, stakes, he really did so well here. And Tanahashi really made him look like $1 million. Not that Sabre Jr. isn't capable of making himself look like that anyway. But it takes two to tango, and Tanahashi certainly helped make Sabre Jr. here. Might it have been better if they had Juice Robinson versus Sabre Jr.? Possibly. But Juice's time will come. Possibly win New Japan Cup next year. Though I think he'll do well in G1 Climax this year. But Sabre Jr. tapped Tanahashi. Tanahashi tapped. Now you got to think about it. They've really built Sabre Jr. up strong. He beat Naito. He beat Ibushi. He beat Sonata. And he beat Tanahashi here. And then, of course, he challenges Okada. Duh. I mean, I think that was pretty obvious. It would have been kind of an interesting swerve to have Sabre Jr. challenge Suzuki, but I don't think they're going to do that yet. They might do that later. They might do that in a few months. I don't think Sabre Jr. is going to beat Okada. They did have a stare down. Gato and Taka kind of went back and forth, putting the whole hand in front of the face to stop the other from talking. And it was good stuff. It was good stuff, and Okada's going to win this. Okada's going to win this here, which I'm not opposed to. I don't think Sabre Jr. is ready to be the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and he doesn't need to be. He's won this tournament, have a great, 20 to 25 minute classic with Okada. Okada wins, and Sabre Jr. then can, move on to another feud. Now, if they have Sabre Jr. beat Okada, it would be weird. Only because I don't think they necessarily, with where they had Sabre Jr. even a bit ago, I mean, him winning this tournament's great, but he doesn't need to win the IWGP Heavyweight Championship to keep his momentum going. And I've said that Okada's title reign needs to end soon, but it needs to end with somebody that the fans can totally buy into. And I'm not saying Sabre Jr. isn't legit. He's a legit athlete. He's a tremendous wrestler, tremendous submission wrestler. Tremendous just talent in the ring, great technical wrestler. I don't know if all the fans would buy it with Okada losing to him. But who knows what's going to happen? We'll find out here in less than 2 weeks. Anyway, what do you guys think of my New Japan reviews? What do you guys think of the New Japan Cup so far? Like, the whole thing, the thing as a whole, the 9-day event. Anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe. Twitter link in the description. It's been Real Honesty with John Ritlin. I'm John Ritlin, and I will see you soon.